What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about Barkskin and why it is my favorite trait in this game. So let's just quickly talk about what it is and what it does. So Barkskin is basically, it's like life insurance for your character. That's how I kind of like to think of it. If you take a hit, you then have a 2-second window where you're taking 40% damage reduction. And you might look at that and that sounds cool. That's helpful, definitely. But where the real benefit of it comes from is when you are a character that has some kind of damage reduction going on, right? Like right now, I'm being Ironbreaker. He's got 30% damage reduction. So when he takes a hit, he has a 2-second window where he's taking the 40% damage reduction on top of his 30% damage reduction, equaling a mighty total of 70% damage reduction. So say Ironbreaker takes 2 overheads from these guys right here, these little black rats, these armored guys. On a normal character that has no Barkskin, no damage reduction, that's going to be, on Legend, that's going to be 200 damage, right? That they're going to be taking. Ironbreaker absorbs that first hit, so that's no damage. And then the second hit, within 2 seconds, is a 70% damage reduction. So 2 attacks that would normally do 200 damage on any other character, basically, do a 30 damage on Ironbreaker because of Barkskin. This is, in my opinion, Barkskin is meant for Ironbreaker. It just makes the guy absolutely immortal. He cannot die with Barkskin. It's amazing. He's also a really great character, so he can probably run most traits, but Barkskin and him really good together. Now some people they might not want to run Barkskin on a squishier character like Waystalker or whatever, because they have such low health that Barkskin might not make a huge difference. I tend to like it, along with Boondashalia. I like Barkskin on basically every character, but that's just me. That's just me wanting to not take as much damage from light attacks. When I do that, it's not exactly meant for big charge attacks. It's not really meant to keep me alive from those things on a squishy character. It's just meant to reduce the damage from maybe I take a bunch of light attacks, and a lot of I guess people might misunderstand. Barkskin is, they think Barkskin, oh, it's only 2 hits, right? So you take a hit and then another hit, and that second hit is reduced damage. Well, not necessarily. You could take 4 or 5 hits in a 2-window period if there's enough enemies around. So I mean, it just depends, the difficulty level. It depends on the number of enemies in a spawn, but Barkskin is seriously, it's life insurance for your character. Not everybody, we're not clairvoyant. We're human beings, right? So nobody expects when they go in a map that oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna get hit 3 times, in 2 minutes from now. No, we don't know that. What Barkskin does is it saves you from stuff you don't expect to happen. And what I mean by that is say you get into a real scrap, a real firefight, and you're up against the ropes. Maybe you're the last guy left, the last character left. You're up against the ropes and you don't know if you're even gonna make it, but Barkskin in that situation gives you the best possible chance to make it out alive, because it turns you into a bit of a tank. If say you're Foot Knight or something, Foot Knight I think has naturally 25% reduced damage. If he's near his squads, he has a talent that can get him up to 40% reduced damage. If everybody's together, oh gosh. With Barkskin, after in that 2-second window, that's 80% reduced damage. I mean, that's quite a bit. So For certain characters, absolutely. Barkskin, it's the bee's knees, bro. I can get the argument that, like, maybe on a lower HP character, a squishier character, if you will, Barkskin kind of pointless. Even though I tend to like it for the light attacks, I can see that argument. I can see it. But you know, to me, Barkskin is just, especially for like Legend, Cataclysm, you know, even Champion. You know, Barkskin's it's really good. It's really good at keeping you alive because you just never know. You know, you never know, like, once you turn a corner and there's like a Chaos Patrol or something, and you're like, oh crap. Now you really have to try to like survive, you know, and Barkskin gives you the best chance to do that, and that's why I like it. You know, if you're the kind of character that needs something like a trait that constantly kind of consistently benefits you, like throughout the map, the way that Natural Bond kind of progressively heals you, or the way that Boon Shalia kind of constantly lets you make temp health, you know, Barkskin might not be for you. It might not. Oh my god, how many hook rats are there? It might not be for you. Like, you see right there, I just took a couple hits from some Plague Monks. Plague Monks attack really fast, 2, 3, 4 times in less than 2 seconds usually, very quickly. I mean, I think it just hit me twice, maybe 3 times. I took like 39 damage. I mean, come on, you can't beat it. It's so good. I love everything about Barkskin. Give me your thoughts, give me your opinions in the comment section below, and I would love to hear a different perspective on this. Later.